said, I've got it. I went full deflection to the left and full left rudder as she started rolling to the right.
Captain Behnam says the automatic pilot and throttle were immediately disconnected and the plane started rolling.
I do acrobatic flying, so I knew what needs to be.
Passengers on board a flight from San Francisco to Honolulu died.
One scary trip over the Pacific Ocean for passengers.
Passengers are recounting their terrifying ordeal.
You might not have heard his name, but Christopher Behnam prevented what could have been one of the worst aviation disasters ever. United Flight 1175 from San Francisco was about 200 miles from Honolulu when the cover from the right engine came off.
About 40 minutes out, the explosion happened. We managed to turn the airplane back to level flight, but the instruments in the cockpit that we get all our information from, they were lying to us. They showed two good engines. This particular problem that we had was the first in the history of a Boeing 777, and it separated from the engine. The cowling separated from the engine. The engine was totally destroyed. The books that secured the engine do a drift down to a lower altitude and fly to the nearest suitable airport. Except that there was no near suitable airport over the ocean. It's just water. And some people unfortunately think that you can land these things on the water. In the Pacific Ocean, you got 10, 15 foot of waves, and hitting it at 200 miles an hour is just basically like hitting your car or crashing your car into a brick wall. At 100 miles an hour, there's nothing going to be left of the airplane. So I had to have full throttle on the left engine, max thrust, which you usually use max thrust for takeoff and climb.
It is my pleasure to introduce you to this year's recipients of the Superior Airmanship Award, the flight crew of United Airlines Flight 1175, Captain Christopher Behnam, Captain Paul Ayers, and First Officer Ed Gagarin.
The fact that I was able to save a $300 million airplane and I was able to save 381 souls was pretty significant. As a matter of fact, during the interview process with the NTSB, the gentleman from the NTSB National Transportation Safety Board told me that, Captain, you have no idea what an honor it is to talk to a live pilot explaining what happened rather than picking up the pieces from the bottom of the ocean and guessing what happened. When I was 9 years old, my dad took us to Mehrabad Airport for a weekend to look at airplanes and those magical flying machines. And I saw a Behnam 747 take off, and that was it. My fate was sealed, and I wanted to be a pilot. They had told my mom I would never ever walk again. So I want to tell the people that if you can overcome that, then you can overcome a lot of other things. As long as you have your health and you have your mind, is healthy, you can do almost anything you want in life.